6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Short of the first down. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to... it's a running room at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks!
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Landry. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Falk. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. Powers through the defender. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Landry. Jukes his way for more. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Falk. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Caught in the backfield. It's long. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Falk. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's long. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. 3rd down play from the gun. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Look out, he's got room. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the 1st through the air, using the quick game.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a 1st down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Just keep slinging it. He's got it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Sends it back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's long. Tackled there by the defense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Got his man quickly. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the grab. It's long. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Facing a 3rd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. Quarterback may change this route. Snap in the shotgun. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
14, Kansas, 7.
The Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stroud. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Okay, break. Let's go.
They'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. With the catch, it's Falk. Snowed under by the defense.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player.
He's got it down the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. The Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Jayhawks will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll leave it with him. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of their explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Give to the single back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Finds his man down the middle. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. He wants to throw it. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Touchdown, Rock-Chalk! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Landry. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gonna run it. It's long. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Kansas offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He's got him. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock-Chalk Jayhawk. They've got the lead here in the 4th. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary and make that big play.
They're set to think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Landry. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got it behind the line. It's long.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield. It's long. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these 1st downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Grabs behind the line. It's Falk. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Second down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Pulls it, fired complete. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. First down, 10 yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Gutsy play caller. A lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, or force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on 3rd down. They get the completion, and with that, they should win this game.
From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those.